The truth about situations of oppression, whether it's like severe racism, whether it's homophobia, anything, oppression, like the real truth and the thing that's almost funny is that the oppressors genuinely think that like they're in the right and they're so ignorant, but they refuse to acknowledge it. For example, I mean, like there were people in like times of segregation in America who truly believed, black people were stupid or they stink or things like this, and they tell themselves it so much that they actually believe it, and it's crazy. And then because of this, they like reinforce these laws which oppress people and which separate people and cause division and stop them themselves benefiting from association with these people, that like you've almost got to feel sorry for the oppressor. And I mean, if I take it upon myself to live a future where I'm trying to end oppression, then I'm going to have to maintain some composure. I'm going to have to talk with love to these people. But just on this one occasion, I just have to say, like, fuck you. Like, fuck you. You don't know shit. And I know that's not the way to get through to people. And I'm going to have to grow and be more responsible if I'm going to make these changes. But, like, I've known people who have died because they've like experienced homophobia, because they've killed themselves. I know people who have, I've seen them break down in tears and they're seen as thugs, but from the outside you can't really tell. And it's just so much pain in the world, and it's just because of such ignorance, because people refuse to take in any new information and facts, and it's crazy, it's insanity, and we are born into an insane asylum. And so like that's that's why, like, although I don't, like, I can understand completely like people who are oppressed and who take their life, it's like the oppressors are so ignorant and so in need of guidance that it almost makes you just think, no, I have to stay. And amongst all of that, like, the truth is there are people who are intelligent and compassionate and who understand the situation. It's just they're not usually the loudest ones. And like, you literally, like, you have people, I mean, back in like a few hundred years ago, we were hanging people, burning people at the stake because they were homosexuals. But now it's like you have people like still genuinely advocating like the death of minorities, and it's like, what the fuck are you actually on? Like, I mean, yeah, like a lot of minorities who are oppressed turn to drug use, but I mean, it's almost like the oppressors are taking some kind of fucking drug, like, I mean, it's a drug, like, they've been manipulated. It is almost like a drug. Like, they're so ignorant. They may as well be under the influence of a drug, which makes them like this. Like, these people have mental health issues, and I'm talking about the oppressors. Like, they're in serious need of guidance, and I mean, but it's not for them. It's not for them that I would choose to stay and keep up the struggle. It's for the oppressed. Like, I've no obligation, but I care, and I can't help caring.